Hi there, this is Margaret Gill of Abundant Private Practices, and welcome to the good old reindeer that's a bit of a fake. It cracks me up, that reindeer. That's just how I feel about Christmas. I tell you what, the look he has on his face is about how it makes me feel. But you know what? The party ain't over till the fake reindeer sings. And I've been coming along this week giving you some tips that ensure that you stay on track in your business. And I've enjoyed doing that. I've been really getting in amongst the technology and understanding how some of this technology all talks to each other. So I'll be looking forward to sharing that with you next year. And hopefully the presentations will get a little bit more slick. They have been a wee bit rough. But look, I like to set myself up as a bit of an example of something that you can do, and that's don't be afraid to try something. Don't be afraid to put it out there, and don't be afraid to learn from the experience. What I've learnt this week has just been phenomenal, and I'm still looking for tip 1 on Facebook. I don't know where that went, but tip 2 arrived. You've just got to laugh. So there's something for me to figure out, but it's always perfect, and whatever you do will be perfect. So never be afraid to give things a try. And sometimes you give them a try. Nobody's really mad enough to do this sort of thing in the week before Christmas. Well, I have been, and I can tell you that it's enriched me. And I've really understood how this technology can perhaps help me. It's the first time in quite a long time that I've had the time to actually just sit down and figure out how things work, and it's been fabulous. So I'd really encourage you over maybe not the lead up to Christmas. I am a little bit spoiled in that I can do that, but over the holiday period, sit down and try something new. Sit down and do something you haven't done before, and you might be surprised what happens. So let's take a look at this tip for today, which is send one more email to your list. Oh, everybody goes, oh no, 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 no. Nobody reads emails at this time of year. And look, I'll tell you, the stats are way down on the people that read emails this time of year, but you might be surprised what comes in. There is some reward in sending a series of emails. There's been a lot of research done that shows that people are much more likely to react to the same topic sent more than once. Isn't that interesting? It drives me nuts when you guys do it, I would have to say. Sometimes I just think, I put something great out there, and you study it and you look at it and you think about it, and the stats have been proved right. The more emails I send, the more likely you are to take up some of my offers. So I'm just sharing this little tip with you today, is that yes, it is coming up to Christmas, and yes, less people are looking at their email, but there's also less people sending emails. And who knows, somebody might take up one of your offers. And also, just to let you know that you don't have to send an email to get a result. Sometimes that email you think, oh, well, nothing happened. It was a complete waste of time. But maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just someone having a bit of a think about working with you, and something that you said in that email brings them a little bit closer to you. I've had people say to me that have been on my list for years. They've been sitting there for about 2 years floating around behind the scenes, and they've said to me, you know, I've been keeping an eye on what you've been doing, and I feel comfortable now to come forward and work with you. 2 years they've been sat there. And you're like, isn't that interesting? It takes a while to build up trust. So perhaps even nothing might come in physical terms from the email you send this week, but why don't you send them something that's really useful? A tip that might get them through Christmas, like I'm doing here. It doesn't always have to be about the money, you know. Sometimes it's about building up your relationship with your people. And you'll never get any argument from me when you do that. Building relationships and caring for your people, and just going out and going, you know what, this is a rough time of year. Why don't you try this? You never know who that may impress for further business down the track. And sometimes it's just about putting good out there, because when you put good out, all it can come back is good. So have a little bit of a think about it. And even if you're feeling a bit wimpy about sending that email, even if the thought of it makes you feel a bit squirmy in the stomach to be sending an additional email at this time of year, why don't you just give it a go and see what happens? You never know your luck in the big city. And some of you might say, oh, but what if I get unsubscribes? Well, one of my mentors, Ali Brown, says, I'll never forget when she said this, because I nearly fell off the chair laughing, and it's the absolute truth. If people unsubscribed, they were never going to buy anything anyway. And it's just the absolute truth. In some instances, you are better with a database of 10 people who know and love you and want to hear your stuff than having 5,000 Facebook friends who don't know you from a bar of soap. So the numbers never lie, but in the instance of database, it's about building relationship, and sometimes you can have a relationship with 10 people and have a very beautiful system set up there where you are supporting people and they are supporting you. So give it a go. I say send an email. What can happen that's so bad? Not a lot, I don't reckon. So this week we have talked about an outrageous offer and we have talked about gift vouchers. An email on either of those topics. Now you can't do both. At this time of year you need to keep people focused. And I'm breaking all the rules on that. I'm just all over the place because I've been having fun with all this technology. But one or other of those things. Make them out an outrageous offer or tell them about your gift vouchers. At this time of year, people are particularly scatty around this sort of thing. Scatty's a good word. And they can only focus on one thing. So make it short, simple, straightforward, and to the point. Brief, succinct, and to the point. Brief, succinct, and to the point. And just see what happens. If nothing happens, well, you're not too far worse off, are you? But if something does happen, you might just write to me and go, do you know what, Miss Marks? I sent that extra email and somebody bought a gift voucher for $100. And that meant I could go and buy my kids that thing that they really wanted. Be pretty special, wouldn't it? Oh, you would make me eternally happily. You would make me eternally happily. You would make me eternally happily if only one person writes and tells me that. It would make my heart sing. So there you go. Have a go at that. And of course, this is Double Agent Bucket here to form the segue to my outrageous offer to you. I've had such a lot of fun doing that movie. And if you didn't get a chance to it, it's up on my YouTube channel. Have a look at the trailer for the movie. You'll see Double Agent Bucket in there with the evil, he's one of the evil agents from Animal. I tell you, I had the best fun making that thing. Okay, so my outrageous offer to you. The old pig's been crunching the numbers and is taking $250 off anything that is in my new online store. And I've also been working on the online store in these weeks going up to Christmas. You can tell I've been a bit of a busy little girl back here. For very good reason. I don't go out very much at Christmas, and in fact I don't go out at all, and so it gives me loads of time to work on things that I've been meaning to do. And something I have been meaning to do is to make that store work, and it's sort of working at the moment. And if you go in there and choose something that's in the store and it adds up to more than $250, you will get a $250 discount. Okay, so if you want to unlock your potential in 2012, I would love to be able to help you with that. You can. Be fast though, you've got to be fast. Fast is a good thing on this one. The offer ends on the 24th of December 2011. It will be going off the table at that time and probably never be done again. This is the only time that I've ever offered this level of discount on my services, and probably not ever going to happen again. I wouldn't be that mad again. And closing on the 24th of December. So the idea being that you buy now and you take the offer up in 2012. So you save now and you use the product later. I'm not expecting any of you to be lining up for coaching sessions, although I do still have some clients this week, which is lovely. The keen ones are still on in there. But what I'm expecting is that you will buy your purchase now and you will take it up in January, February or March. And one of the products you might like to consider is the new eProduct Expert Ease series. And there's many ways that you can do eProduct Expert Ease. The easiest being is rocking up to my little cute house in Hepburn Springs and having me face-to-face, side-by-side, coaching and mentoring you on creating your eProduct, your very first eProduct. And this is highly suited to the technically challenged, or to somebody. You don't have to be technically challenged to take this one up. You might be a bit of a gun yourself, but you just want me sitting there and speeding the process up for you. And if you are technically challenged in one of these sessions, I could even be seen, if you're driving me nuts, I could even be seen to say, give it here to me and I'll fix it for you. Because some of the things you have to do to set up a product on your site, you only ever need to do once. You actually don't know, you don't need to know how to do it. You don't need to know how to get a MailChimp box once you've got it up there on your site collecting your database. And so I'm prepared to actually do things for you with one of these packages. Now, half a day with me, so that would be a morning or an afternoon, would be normally $550. With your Goodyear discount applied, it will cost $300. That is an absolute bargain to have me sitting beside you doing the work with you. So all you need to do is you need to log on to my website, www.abundantprivatepractices.com, go into the Success Store, and this one I do believe is in the Earn section. Learn, Earn, and Return. I think it's in Earn. If it's not, it'll be in Return. Even I'm a bit confused as to where they all are living because they've lived in many different places over the time. So just type your Goodyear discount into the shopping cart when you check out. Top right hand corner, you'll see a little coupon box there, and you type in the discount Goodyear. Goodyear. Doesn't matter whether it's lowercase or uppercase, it will accept either. You just can't put any spaces in there. Okay, so log on into the Success Store. Buy now, ladies and gentlemen, buy now. Go to the Success Store. www.abundantprivatepractices.com. Make my Christmas. It will be a much happier Christmas for me if some of you buy something, let me tell you. Like all of us, of course, times have been a bit tight around Christmas. And if you buy something, oh, it will make me a happy girl. So we'll see you tomorrow for another tip. 3 more days to go.